Coming up on Global Business, the 6th China Arab States Expo is underway in the Chinese city of Yinchuan. Participants call for stronger cooperation under the Belt and Road Initiative. The Bank of England halted its long run of interest rate hikes on Thursday as the British economy slowed, but said it's not taking a recent fall in inflation for granted. And all the way from the Greek island of Crete, we check out how the olive oil trade between China and Greece is making a mark in the Belt and Road Initiative. Hello, welcome to this edition of Global Business on CGTN. I'm Zheng Jingfeng. Chinese President Xi Jinping has carried out an inspection of Jinhua in East China's Zhejiang province. He visited a village and an international trade market in Yiwu to learn about local industries, rural revitalization, and efforts to boost foreign trade. On Saturday, he will attend the opening ceremony of the 19th Asian Games in the provincial capital city of Hangzhou. He will also hold welcoming events for foreign leaders from Cambodia, Syria, Kuwait, Nepal, Timor-Leste, South Korea, and Malaysia. The 6th China Arab States Expo is underway in the northwestern Chinese city of Yinchuan. At the opening ceremony on Thursday, participants called for stronger cooperation under the Belt and Road Initiative. Sun Tianyuan has more.
China is eyeing new prospects for trade and cooperation with key Arab states. At this year's China Arab States Expo in Yinchuan, the call for closer partnership is strong.
We should further tap the potential for cooperation and promote the development of strategic partnership between China and Arab states, especially under the Belt and Road Initiative and the Global Development Initiative.
Participants say they're ready to explore new opportunities for cooperation in areas including tourism, green energy, and modern agriculture.
This year's expo has a special focus on sectors such as signature industries, green and low-carbon development, as well as healthcare and digital economy. It'll be a good platform for China and the Arab states to connect, exchange, explore, and cooperate.
The expo has served as a bridge to connect China with countries including Egypt, Saudi Arabia, and the United Arab Emirates. Official data shows trade between China and Arab states exceeded $430 billion in last year, almost doubling since the Belt and Road Initiative was launched in 2013.
This year also marks the 10th anniversary of the Expo. Officials from all countries involved say they hope this event will be an opportunity to further boost collaboration for more results under the BRI framework. Sun Tianyuan, CGTN, Yinchuan, Ningxia Hui Autonomous Region.
Now let's take a look at what's making headlines across China. The 10th China-European Union high-level economic and trade dialogue is set to be held in Beijing next month, according to China's Commerce Ministry. The meeting will be co-chaired by the Chinese Vice Premier He Lifeng and European Commissioner for Trade Valdis Dombrovskis. China's non-financial outbound direct investment rose 18.8% year-on-year to 585 billion yuan in the first 8 months of the year. In the US dollar terms, ODI stood at $83.7 billion in the period, up 11.5% from a year earlier. China's services trade is continuing to recover with its comprehensive development rising in global rankings, according to a report released at the 2023 China International Fair for Trading Services, which has been held in China's eastern city of Nanjing. Researchers from China and around the world are in the southern island province of Hainan for the International Carbon Peak and Carbon Neutrality Forum. They share insights on new technologies and new solutions to reduce carbon emissions. Take a look.
Facing threats brought about by climate change, more than 130 countries and regions have set the goal of zero carbon or carbon neutrality. The international community has largely reached consensus to promote energy revolution and transformation to achieve green and low-carbon development.
Zero carbon development and high-quality growth are mutually reinforcing.
Entering an era of zero-carbon energy will greatly push forward the all-round development of human society, not only economically but also in all aspects of society and culture.
Hainan Province is rich in marine energy resources. Its blue carbon ecosystem has strong carbon storage capacity and boasts excellent potential to increase carbon sinks. Carbon sinks are places that absorb more carbon than they release. The forum promotes local exploration of green and low-carbon development.
Hainan's most significant resource is the ocean. For sustainable development, we must develop the sea's resources, including ocean tides, currents, waves, and offshore photovoltaic and wind energy.
The International Carbon Peak and Carbon Neutrality Technology Expo is being held alongside the forum, showcasing new technologies, products, processes, and solutions throughout the industry chain. Lin Wo, Sansha Satellite TV in Hainan for CGTN.
The China International Industry Fair has seen a significant increase in booths featuring new energy vehicles and environmental-friendly materials. This year, the event features a German pavilion displaying tech-savvy products and services on carbon neutrality and digital transformation. Zhang Shixuan brings us more.
German automaker BMW is showcasing an array of its pure electric car models at the industry fair, including its high-end electric sedan and its first made-in-China EV that is being exported to overseas markets. It aims to share its sustainable development strategy, taking advantage of the event.
The theme of this year's industry fair, Industrial Decarbonization and the Digital Economy, matches BMW's strategy. We are now promoting electrification, digitalization, and sustainability. I will attend the Seminar of International Industries here, where I will share our sustainable development strategy with more industry insiders. We also have been in very close cooperation with local supply chain firms in China. We not only set a decarbonization goal for ourselves, we also work with our industrial chain partners to work on the green transformation.
And with an exhibition area of more than 1,000 square meters, Siemens has brought its latest solutions in industrial digitalization and green agriculture.
From 2023 to 2030, agriculture facilities will become a major trend in China. Warm houses in the northwest region, container factories, border posts, large vessels, and places with severe climate can apply the solutions. With our control systems, the crop can have very effective and adequate temperature, light, water, gas, and fertilizer supply in the whole life cycle. It doesn't take up much area and can be installed in a wasted or a spare area.
Potential buyers from Germany are also a sizable part of the fair this year, some looking for products at Chinese robotics companies' booths.
I'm with the company Schmalz from Germany, and we are in the field of automation of handling systems, specifically grippers, right? Vacuum handling solutions, which are the great hand for these robots that we are seeing here to deploy palletizing, material handling, and machine tending applications of all kinds. So it's very interesting to be back here in China and to see what's happening here in the industry and see the new players and the new technologies. That's always interesting to be here, to see so many new players that we don't have on our radar yet in Europe and the rest of the world. You can see that it's so dynamic here in China.
A recent survey done by AHK, German Chamber of Commerce Global Network, shows that 55% of surveyed German companies in China are planning to increase their investment here in the next 2 years. A clear indication of German companies' confidence in doing business in China. Zhang Shixuan, ICS for CGTN, Shanghai.
Starbucks on Tuesday announced the opening of the China Coffee Innovation Park, fulfilling its scale vertical integration from bean to cup across one market and making it the largest investment in any Starbucks coffee manufacturing and distribution center outside of the U.S. at $220 million. Our reporter Olivia He talked to their global CEO to learn more.
First of all, congratulations to Starbucks on the opening of the Coffee Industrial Park in China's Kunshan City. Could you tell us more about the impact that this new project will have on your business in China?
What we've done today here in Kunshan is we've put in place one of the best factories in the world that we've ever had. I mean, it's an amazing factory. It's highly green. It's LEED certified. It's meets every China Green certification for a factory. So roasting happens here. And we have a very sophisticated distribution center to get the bean into stores. In addition, what we had said was we're going to bring innovation, including local innovation, that Chinese customers love here. And finally, a vertically integrated chain from growing all the way to roasting and grinding, that's then available in the stores. What this center does is it fulfills our promise of ensuring that we continue to build the specialty coffee industry by having a fully vertically integrated supply chain network here in China.
I've heard that this is the biggest manufacturing project that Starbucks has undertaken outside of the US. Does this signify that Starbucks will continue to enhance its investment in China's coffee supply chain in the future?
Well, it is the largest investment we have made, and we are proud to make this investment. We've invested over $220 million in this facility. And what it is again, it's an expression in our long-term confidence of our business in China and what our ambitions really are.
We know that China is now Starbucks' second largest market in the world. What factors do you think that contributed to China's achievement in attaining this position? And what strategies does Starbucks intend to implement for further growth in the Chinese market?
Well, you know, first of all, I love coming to China. It's a country I've deeply admired and loved, and I've been here over the course of, a 30-year career that I've had. Just really respect the progress that, Chinese companies and Chinese business models, have been making over this period of time. I came here at the end of May, and I saw this facility partly done. And here we are at China speed. It's done. It's amazing. We have planned for 3,000 more stores by the end of 2025. We'll be in 300 cities. But the opportunity for us in many more cities in China, as well as with more stores in a city in China, is clearly out there to be had. We have 660 stores in Beijing. We just opened our 400th store in Hangzhou. So we have the ability for us to grow even more.
We're aware that the coffee market in China is witnessing rapid growth, with local brands capturing a significant market share. Do you think this scenario could possibly present a challenge maybe to Starbucks?
We welcome competition because it expands the market. We will stay true to who we are, which is we deliver a premium quality coffee with premium experiences for our customers, anchored in our stores, but also highly digitally enabled. And we will do that because I have 60,000 partners who radiate the love of coffee when you go to stores.
Yeah.
That number is going to go up even more. We have a design in our stores that is unique and distinctive. And I think what you'll find is that as the market grows, the market will tier. You will see mainstream offers, you will see more premium offers that deliver great value, that deliver great innovation, that local customers would love here in China. And that's what Shimbaca in China will do.
Watching Global Business, more to come. Bank of England halted its long run of interest rate hikes on Thursday as the British economy slowed, but said it's not taking a recent inflation fall for granted.
A global recovery on shaky foundations, rampant inflation, cost of living crises, and climate catastrophes straining national budgets. How can we bolster cooperation to stabilize the global economy? Join CGTN at the 5th Bund Summit in Shanghai. We'll explore how China aims to foster an open global economy, build consensus, and unlock new opportunities. Only on CGTN.
The Bank of England paused a run of 14 straight interest rate hikes on Thursday as the country's inflation is now running below expectations. The BOE's Monetary Policy Committee voted 5-4 in favour of leaving the rate unchanged at 5.25%. It was the first time since December 2021 that the BOE did not increase borrowing costs. The committee said there were growing signs that tighter monetary policy was having some impact on the labour market and the momentum of the real economy. Moving on to some other business headlines we're tracking at this hour. Sweden's central bank on Thursday raised its key interest rates by 25 basis points to 4%, reaching a 15-year high. It warned that further rate hikes may be needed as inflation pressure are still too high. Meanwhile, in Norway, the central bank raised its benchmark interest rate also by 25 basis points to 4.25% on Thursday. Norway's central bank's governor said one additional policy rate hike is likely in December. And in Turkey, the central bank on Thursday lifted its policy rate to 30% from 25% as the country's annual inflation rate approached 60% in August. The policy rate was now moved up to its highest level in 2 decades. Over the past decade, 152 countries and 32 international organizations have signed up to the Belt and Road Initiative. As the initiative hits its 10-year mark, CGTN reporters have traveled to 22 Belt and Road nations across Asia, Africa, Europe and Latin America to uncover stories of collaboration, transformation and people-to-people exchanges under the framework. Setting off from the Kajara Pass, straddling the China-Pakistan border, a team is now on a trip west forward to Pakistan, Turkey, Greece and Tanzania. In this episode, we learn about the essential role that olive trees play in the lives of Greek people, as well as the trade between China and Greece in the olive oil industry. Our reporter Cao Chufeng has more from the Greek island of Crete.
And now at an olive garden in the Greek island of Crete. Olives are one of the most important agricultural products of the country. And since antiquity, Greek people have been cultivating olive trees. And right now, Greece is the 3rd largest producer for edible olives and olive oil. Statistics shows every Greek person consumes around 15 kilos of olive oil per year, ranking Greece the #1 country in terms of olive oil consumption per capita internationally. Greece is seen as one of the friendliest European countries to China. It is also one of the first European countries to join the Belt and Road Initiative. China and Greece have signed multiple documents to promote trade between the two countries, including exporting olive oil from Greece to China. Now, I do have a story on olives. Let's take a look.
What you are looking at is no ordinary olive tree. It's one of the oldest still alive in the world, now protected on Greece's largest island, Crete.
We're looking into a monumental olive tree, which is more than 3,000 years old.
More than 3,000 years old. Oh my God.
It's among the oldest, if not the oldest, living olive tree in the world. Still producing olives, as we can see.
As a Chinese person, I have a closer connection to this tree than I thought. In the ancient Greek Olympic Games, the olive wreath, also known as kotinos, was the prize given to the winner. The tradition continues in the modern Summer Games for marathon winners. And kotinos have been cut from this very tree for a few editions of the Games, including the 2008 Beijing Olympics.
Call it also Olympic tree.
Olympic tree.
And the secret to its longevity?
Inside, the old wood is destroyed naturally, but the new wood, as this one, is rebuilding from the external part of the trunk.
If we look over here, we can see the leaves, branches have different colors from these branches because those are new ones.
Yeah. Olive trees and branches have always held symbolic meanings in Greek culture, representing peace, success, and long-standing friendship. And in Crete, I find a tree dedicated to the Chinese ambassador, received during former Ambassador Zhang Qiyue's visit to a local producer of olive products.
She made comments about the good collaboration between China and Greece and how Chinese people start to appreciate the health benefits of olive oil and the excellent taste of such a natural product.
Yeah. In recent years, Greek olive oil has gradually entered the Chinese market. Although it's a foreign ingredient on Chinese tables, it's believed there could be a greater potential for develop wider appreciation.
The way that extra virgin olive oil was introduced to the Chinese market is through its health benefits. Since we know the health benefits of extra virgin olive oil, we try to find ways to incorporate to our diet.
From food to culture, Greece has a deep relationship to the olive. By visiting the places they are produced and products made, I've managed to catch a glimpse into the still growing friendship between China and Greece. Cao Chufeng, CGTN, Crete.
What a beautiful story. For more discussion on China-Greece trade ties under the Belt and Road Initiative, we're joined by Wang Le, researcher at Center for European Studies of East China Normal University. Thank you for joining us. Greek banks estimate that the country's tourism income in 2023 may reach 21 billion euros. That's a 20% annual increase. How important are Chinese tourists in the Greek tourism markets? And why do Chinese tourists find Greece attractive?
Greece is on its way to become a major player as an international destination for Chinese tourists. It is an ideal destination in Europe for Chinese people. It gets fairly good feedback from Chinese travelers. Most of them go to Greece, with Santorini as an ideal destination for honeymoon. Greece's interest in order to gain Chinese tourists is growing, and as a consequence of that, Chinese and Greece have reached agreement commercial and investment ties. Besides, the Mediterranean countries aims to increase the number of travelers once started the direct flight between the two countries. As Chinese tourists actively participate in shopping, cultural tours, they are highly valued for our economic due to their large number and strong spending power. It is fact that Chinese people spend much more money than any like holiday makers on their international travel. In addition, tourism season would be extended if Chinese voyagers decided visiting the country. Since Chinese usually travel in May, October, and December, this may well be a new stimulus to the international and also national economy, something Greece really needs.
Data shows that Greece attracted over $6 billion of foreign investment in 2022, a 20% increase from a year ago. What is Greece doing to attract foreign investment?
Yes, Greece's return to economic growth has generated new investors' interest in the country. Almost 70% of the FDI carried out in Greece last year concerned mergers and acquisitions of Greek companies by the foreign investors. The government of Greece has implemented reforms and attracted investment by cutting boosting innovation and entrepreneurship, digitalizing government services, and enable more rapid growth in the renewable energy sector. Greece is increasingly a source of solutions in the fields of high-tech innovation, healthcare, green energy, improving prospects for solid economic growth and stability and in the wider region. The country has invested agencies, entrepreneurs, and Greece as the official agency of the Greek state. There's a supervision of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs responsible for promoting investment in Greece and exports from Greece.
Thank you so much for your insight. That's Ms. Wang Le from East China Normal University. Now, with the 2023 Asian Games just around the corner, the host city, Hangzhou, in China's eastern Zhejiang province, has tapped into state-of-the-art communication technologies involving 5G and the Internet of Things to ensure a smart Asian Games. Our Zhao Xuetong spoke to an engineer who is working to make the games more intelligent.
Watching metaverse-enabled games, taking a tour around the Asian Games host city, and participating in virtual competitions.
Thanks to advanced technology, all this can be done at home on an intelligent surface platform. To find out what's more intelligent at the upcoming Hangzhou Asian Games, I spoke with an engineer who's responsible for the building of 5G communications network of the Games.
At the mobile network operator for the Asian Games, we participated in the construction of smart technology in sports venues for its games. Our team have been exploring some innovative operations with 5G network, including the demonstration of a 5G advanced network and passive Internet of Things.
In 2010, the Asian Games was held in Guangzhou, South China's Guangdong province. It was Xi's first time working for the Asian Games. In the eyes of the engineer, the progress in communications technology from 13 years ago is huge.
When I was in Guangzhou, we were using 3G networks for TV streaming. This year in the Hangzhou Games, as we entered an era where 5G development is booming, I've seen applications of advanced technologies such as glasses-free 3D viewing and 8K ultra high-definition live broadcast. All these technologies will bring a faster and more immersive game-watching experience for the audience. As a telecoms engineer, I feel really proud to see all the progress made real in the event.
Behind the presentation of the host city's cutting-edge technologies is a rapid growth of China's digital economy.
In recent years, China has quickened its steps in upgrading new infrastructure involving a number of key areas such as 5G networks, big data, AI, and Internet of Things. Given this, China has developed incentives to shore up scientific innovation.
Experts also said that as China actively embraces smart and digital economy, new tech application scenarios that once were only seen in sci-fi movies will become real in the near future in sports venues and beyond. Zhao Shitong, CGTN, Beijing.
That will do for this edition of Global Business. Thanks for watching. I'm Jun Feng. CGTN will continue with more news and views. Stay with us.
This is CGTN, China Global Television Network.